Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. Just want to get everything going so that people can start joining. So hope everyone is having a good day so far, wherever you are. If you know of anyone that
Good morning, everybody.
wanted to attend. And see, I had to mute that YouTube. All right, sorry about that. If you know anyone that wanted to join but could not make it here on Zoom, please feel free to share our YouTube link, which is youtube.com/Photofy app, and they can view the live there as well. So we'll get started in just a second, and hopefully we'll get some cool stuff going for you. No worries, guys. I'm actually muted right now, just kind of getting a couple things set up. So I will be getting started here in just about 1 minute. Give me trying to get things loaded up here. All right, I think I'm all set. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Harry from Sacramento. That's my hometown. Haven't been there in quite a few years. Welcome, everyone. This is Monica Brady. I am the accounts director at Photofy, and I also head up training and customer support. So we all wear many hats here at Photofy, and those are my three for the most part. I get to do all these awesome webinars for everyone. So thank you so much for joining today, wherever you are. I love watching the chat, seeing where everyone's from. Joliet, I have family from Joliet, like way back in the day. We still have some folks joining, so awesome. Jump on in. And if you know anyone else that could not register and still wants to see it, feel free to share our YouTube link, which is youtube.com/Photofy app. And that's PHOTOFYAPP. And they can watch this live as well. There's also a chat there on YouTube so they can ask questions if needed. A couple of things. We do have chat here. No worries, Vanessa, welcome. Glad to have you here. We do have chat here, which is great for, talking during everything, and I'm going to kind of keep track of it, but it moves very quickly for me. So if you do have a question, I do ask that you use the Q&A button on the bottom of your screen and ask there so that I can actually track questions better. I want to make sure that I get to everybody's questions before we close out today. And that is going to be the easiest way for me to track. So if you do have a question, please use that Q&A button at the bottom. I will try to go through the chat before the end, but it may get lost because there's a lot of you guys in there. I don't want to miss anything important. Today, we're going to go ahead and go through everything, a little bit of everything. Just lost my screen. Sorry about that. We're going to go through a little bit of everything as far as how to register. Let me get my screen going again, and then we can go through that. And then we'll also talk about using the app from there. So if you have not done it yet, please register at photofy.com/Norwex. Not sure if you guys can see my screen right now. It says I started screen sharing, but I'm not seeing it. Let me go ahead and try this again. So if you have not registered yet, please go to photofy.com/Norwex and get registered. It's super easy to do. One little form, and there we go. And this is available to you at no additional cost if you are already an Office Suite member with Norwex. So this is a benefit to all Office Suite members. And it's great because you have all of the tools to market your business as a Norwex consultant in the palm of your hand. That will have background images and product images, great templates in there to help you create all kinds of cool stuff. So photofy.com/Norwex is where you'll go and see this page. Click on the Get Started button and go down to the form where you enter your first name, last name, email address, and phone number. Now, if you already have a Photofy account, that's okay. This will just enhance that Photofy account. You're going to need to make sure that you use the email address that is on file with Norwex, though, and it has to be absolutely correct. Cannot have any extra characters or numbers or special characters. It's got to be the same because it does go over to Norwex and validate that you are an Office Suite subscriber. So make sure that that email address is correct. If not, you'll want to call Norwex and validate your email address with them. Make sure that they've got it spelled correctly. I've had people email in that have a misspelling in their name with Norwex. So it's kind of like, get that fixed and you're good to go. So anyway, once you have registered there, then you're going to go to the App Store and search for Photofy content creation. Let me go ahead and switch over to my phone here so you can see what that looks like. And let's see, I'll screen share on my phone here. And then once we get over, and this is good in any iOS or Android Google Play Store. Okay, so just go over to, let's see, go over to your App Store. Let me get my mouse going. You'll go ahead and click on search and then search for Photofy. And what you're going to look for is our orange logo. And we've got some really pretty new images up in there. So mine actually needs an update. All right, so we'll tap on that and then go ahead and download from there. Once you've got that installed to your device, you'll go ahead and open Photofy. And we're not going to update now, but we will go ahead and, let's see. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you guys how to get in. So you're going to open up your Photofy app. You'll see a couple of pictures pop up. Just swipe to the side, swipe to the left, and that'll take you to the sign in screen. Okay, go ahead and go to business sign in, and you're going to enter your email address and password here. Let me go ahead and get my demo account up here. And sign in. The first time you sign in, you're actually going to see a profile page pop up. It's going to ask you a whole bunch of information like your name, email address, password. This shouldn't come up unless you're actually in that region. But it's going to ask you for your profile info. And this is just public facing contact information that you want to have people see. This will pre-populate onto your templates and some of the artwork where there's placeholders for it. If you ever notice that there's a typo in it, you're going to want to go ahead and tap on the menu, go to settings, and then manage profile. And this will open up the portal. This is, it does take a bit to load and sometimes it times out, but for the most part, it works. I had it open earlier. So let's see. Real quick while this is loading, let me grab a couple of questions here. Yes, you can only use Photofy on a phone. It is not available for a desktop or laptop. This is built for mobile. So you have on-the-go content creation capabilities. And everyone, this webinar is going to be about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how many questions we get. But this is recorded, so you can view it later. We'll go ahead and send out information on where the recording will be. It's actually on our Vimeo page where all of our tutorials are. So easy, easy, easy. And then let's see. And honestly, I say business because you are essentially a small business. It doesn't have to be. You can sign in using individual, but unfortunately, it timed out. So it will take you the same place. I can always just say business because it's excuse me, it's an enterprise subscription. So you can do either. All right, let me go ahead and go back. And let's see, I'm trying to get, hoping that will load. So when you sign up, you're going to use whatever email address that Norwex has on file. So it's probably your personal email address. A lot of folks will have a Gmail address or anything. So whatever you have for them to contact you. Yeah. And this takes some time. Sometimes it's a pretty hefty load. So unfortunately, we'll try it again. I will show you guys what it looks like a little bit later on. I'll get it on my other phone. All right, so to give you a quick tour, I am using an iPhone. If you have an Android device, it may look a little different, but you still have access to everything. So don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a quick tour of the app and show you where everything is. So once you're signed in, go ahead and tap on photos and collages, and this is where you're going to see a lot of background images that you can use. These are meant for backgrounds. They're going to fill the whole screen basically, and then you'll be able to put your overlays and artwork over that. And you can use any of the images here that Norwex has provided for you. They've got different backgrounds for different seasons or different feels. They've also got some lifestyle, and let's see what else. They've got a whole lot of stuff in here. So you can use these just kind of as a base for your image and then add things on top of it. You also have access to albums, which is going to be whatever you've got on your phone. Now, these are going to be physical albums, not favorites. Favorites is actually considered a virtual album. So this is going to be ones that you've actually created in your photo app. And if you have Facebook and Instagram images, Dropbox and Google Drive, you can also access those here. We're going to move over to artwork next. So this is where you're going to find your branded artwork. If you start with artwork, and this is probably one of my most asked questions of late, folks will come over to the artwork section, pick something, and then get confused because it then takes them over to the stock photo section. That is correct. It is doing what it's supposed to do. What's happening is it's choosing you're choosing the artwork to overlay onto a background. So this actually does do what it's supposed to do. Go ahead and you can search through. They've got things kind of categorized out for you. There's a lot of tabs, a lot of info. Norwex provides you guys with a lot of really cool stuff. So feel free to explore, and they will keep this updated as often as possible based on their marketing calendars and what's going on. So I've seen a lot of really cool images come through. The next thing I'm going to show you is templates. These are pre-formatted, ready to go. They've got general ones, party invites, and opportunity in here. These are ready to go as far as you can add a photo, change some of the text, and go from there and share from there. So really easy. Let me see. Let me see. Why is this taking so long? All right. So from here, really easy to do. They've got a lot of invites and cool stuff in here. And most of this text is actually editable. So like you can choose this one, tap on the text field once it's got it loaded. All right, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm not sure why it's, there it goes. Okay, so now we tap on the text field. It really should not be this slow. I'll have them look into that. The fields here are all editable. So if you don't want it to say celebrate Mott Month, you can actually change that. So we can celebrate anything else. And then you can also change your picture. So we'll go ahead and change this. Just tap on the picture and tap on replace. I agree, Wendy. We're going to have that looked into for everyone. All right. And then you can choose that picture there. And, you know, let's say join. Maybe we can change some of that text here. Join my team. And then we'll say done, move on. And you can remove that if you don't want anything there. And then you can add additional information here. So you'll notice at the very bottom here is the name Jane Smith. That is actually the name that we that are in my tokens. So in my profile info. And that is something that you can change on the fly if you want to add a middle initial or change your name real quick. You'd have to go into the profile to make it a permanent change though. And that is the part that I'm trying to get into. All right, let's see. So once we're done, you'll go ahead and hit apply, tap on done. And now you'll move forward to the sharing screen. And you can go and share to your social channels. You can also send a text message. You can also schedule this. So if you want to schedule this for future use, you can do that. Now, the scheduler is actually not going to automatically post for you. It will send a push notification to your phone letting you know that your post is ready at the time that you set. And then you can share from there. And that allows you to make changes to the image, or not the image, but the caption text that you have with it, or reschedule it for another time. So it just kind of gives you that nudge, but then you can move on from there. All right, the next thing I'll show you is repost. These images are done for you. There is no editing needed, ready to go. And these are made by Norwex. And these are great for if you have no time, but you need to get something shared right away. So if you want to share an image, it'll take you right to the sharing screen and you can choose from here. Now, if there's text behind it, sometimes they'll include some text. It'll let you know with a pop-up message that a copy has been put on your clipboard. Here, I'll see. I think there is one that does that. Yep, that one right there. So that'll show you this has been copied to your clipboard. Just hit OK. And then you can move forward into your sharing, into your social channel here. I'm going to go to my feed, hit next. And now I'm just going to paste. And it's ready to go. So you can share from there. So reposts are great. They are done easy and you don't have to do anything. And you can get your message out very quickly. If you are on iOS, you do have the scheduler button here, and that's great for if you have images already done and saved, you can go ahead and start here and schedule them to go out. The inspiration, now Android, you're not going to have scheduler, don't freak out, because you can still get to it from your sharing page, and you can also get to it in the menu. So do not worry, you have access. Inspiration stream has been set up by Norwex, and these are images that come across their stream. These are made by consultants that have the Photofy app, and they basically just mark them as available in to be viewed here in the inspiration stream. It's to give you some inspiration so you can see how other people are using Photofy. The great thing is that all of the Norwex branded items are going to be available for you as well in the subscription. The only thing you're not going to find are things like this personal, teapot. Those are going to be personal images. You can share them, but you're not going to be able to make any changes to them. So that is kind of the quick tour of the Norwex app. And I'm still trying to get that profile to pop up on my other phone. Let's see. So here's the menu. If you ever contact support and you have questions and we ask you to tap on the menu, we mean those 3 lines in the top left. And that's where you can basically get to everything. If you need any support information, you can go to the support button right here. That'll take you over to our support pages. And I am actually kind of adding more information as I go. And this also gives you a way to contact us as well. So if you go in through here, tap on the 3 lines here, and that'll allow you to submit a ticket to us. So if you ever need help, that's the best way to get to us. All right, so let's go ahead and create some stuff. I know I kind of walked through templates. Let's do a little freeform creation here. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here and choose a background image. What's coming up? We're kind of summery now, right? I think we've hit summer. Kind of lost track. Actually, this one's really cute. So we're going to go ahead and choose that cupcake. And maybe let's celebrate something. I'm going to show you something else too. So we're going to edit the layout. I want to change the size of this image because I don't want it to be square. Tap on ratio. And you can go in here and there's a bunch of pre-formatted sizes that you can choose from. So we've got landscape, Facebook, Twitter. And honestly, if you want to make printed things like postcards to mail out, you can do that as well. So if you are doing online parties right now, which I know is super popular, you can create a Zoom background and use that as your background image for your meeting. If you have a green screen or the ability to do video backgrounds, it's awesome. What you need to do that though is tap on the add custom dimension. You can go ahead and name it, and then you're going to enter your dimensions in pixel sizes. So I believe Zoom is 1920 by 1080, and that's just a suggested size. So you're going to want to see what best fits with your camera. I know mine is a little different than what Zoom actually says because I don't have a super HD camera or anything, but let's go ahead and grab that. So custom dimensions are super cool, and they'll all show up to the left of that line if it's anything custom. All right, so this, I changed the layout to the original. So we've got a little horizontal photo here, our landscape. We're going to tap on the Norwex artwork button on the left, and I'm going to grab this image here. You'll see it has consultant name. Again, you can make changes to that if you need to. Otherwise, we'll tap on format, and we're going to resize this. So you can either make it, let's see, that one's not showing up very well, is it? I'll show you a trick to make that pop out. All right, so you can change the size by using the slider, or you can also just use your fingers to pinch and expand. So either way that works. We're going to go ahead and hit apply. So as you can see, it's a little difficult to see on that background. We're going to go ahead and grab a sticker. This is a little trick that I use. I'm going to grab this and move it over and make sure that it goes over that. All right, and now I'm going to change this to black. I know, we can't see the logo. Check this out. There's an opacity slider here. We're going to make that just a little more there. Okay, now we're going to apply it. So I moved it away because I need to get these 3 little dots right here, and I need to move this image backward. So we're going to make sure that that goes behind the logo. And now we're going to slide it back in place behind the logo. And now you can see that a lot better. Well, now it's covering the cupcake. So let's move it just out of range there. I'm going to move that over, and I'm still going to mess with this one. All right. So now my info is there for my name. Now, I think it'd be really cute to put something on this cupcake. So let's go ahead and grab the text tool. And we're going to type, sorry, I'm typing with my mouse. So, and then we'll say party. And we'll hit apply. And from here, you can choose your font. So what font do you think will look good on this? I know it's a little hard to see right at this moment. Let's go ahead and grab, I think Let Satisfy is pretty. We'll format that and we'll change it to black, hit apply. And you can do little size adjustments here with the size button. Keep going. There you go. Let's see if I can get that right on that little note. There we go. So we'll hit apply. And now it's got a little message. All right. So from here, you can add more information using the text tool. You can also add some artwork. So if you want to maybe add some product in here and say, you know, maybe host rewards, you know, have a party and you get these cool things. We'll go ahead and slide it to make it smaller. And I like to make them pop out. So I like to add shadows. So I do see that this background's kind of getting a little bit, kind of a little busy. So I'm going to go back to that background. We're going to edit photo. I'm going to adjust the brightness on this. See if I can maybe make it, maybe not brightness. Let's see. What can we do to make this? Any saturation. We'll make this a little less crazy so that the images pop out. All right. Let's go back and say, we'll say Julie's house. July 20th, 6 p.m. RSVP. Oops. And then a phone number. So now we're going to go ahead and change our font. We'll make that a little easier to read. We'll change the color also. Not too sure on that font. Let's see what else would look good. We'll make that kind of stand out a little better. All right, hit apply. And then, I mean, you could say Julie's house, you could say, you know, Facebook party or however you want to do it. So that you can add whatever custom text you want. All right, so if you want to preview this, you can tap on those two arrows there next to the complete button. We've got done, or you've got a check mark on Android. Either way, that will work. And you should be good to go. Let's see. If you like that, then go ahead and just tap anywhere on the page and then hit done. And from here, you can share it out. We're gonna get some rain. All right, so this will take you to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, text to message, e-card. Again, scheduler for those of you who are on Android, this is where you are. And then more share options. If there's not an option here that you're looking for, tap on more share options. I love AirDrop because I get it from my phone to my computer, so then I can share from my computer. So now Remember, all of your content creation is done on your phone or tablet, but then you can share it to wherever you need to. So again, if you click the more share options, it brings up all of the apps that are installed to your phone. This is just a test device, so I don't have a whole lot here, but if you've got Snapchat or anything else, it should pop up here. All right, so we'll start over. And let me go ahead and grab some questions from the Q&A section. So I'm going to switch my mouse over to my computer real quick. And Andrea in Morrisville, how you doing? All right, so let's see. Do you need to use Photofy from an app or can you use laptop website, Carrie? It is only on mobile. So any iOS or Android devices, whether that be a tablet, a phone, iPad, all those devices you can use it on. Let's see, will we get the recording in our email after live so we can refer back? Absolutely, Lindsay. I'll make sure that this gets sent out to you guys. It usually takes me about 24 hours. And then we can get that set up for you. Alternatively, if you go to Vimeo, let's see, I'm going to type this in the chat here, vimeo.com/showcase/Norwex Photofy Pro. So vimeo.com/showcase/Norwex Photofy Pro. It's a little bit long, but I popped that in the chat just now. You can see all of the tutorials as well as all the recordings. Let's see, and where do we register again? Photofy.com/Norwex is where you'll register for the access to this. I'll put that in the chat as well. And let's see, Catherine, only on your iPhone. Sorry, not on the MacBook Pro. Do I know why it's only available for iPad and iPhone? Yes, because this was actually created, I mean, it was originally envisioned for mobile, on-the-go content creation. So we only have the mobile versions. It's just, yeah, it's an app. So it's meant for you to be able to do while you're standing in line for a cup of coffee, or while you're waiting for your kids to get out of school, or, you know, different things like that. So I know the world is changing right now, unfortunately, so we're not sure what the next few months is going to look like as far as where we will be. But if you're out and about on the go, that is, you know, why we originally envisioned it that way. So let's see, a lot of on the phones. Okay, so I registered with a different Gmail account than what I now have registered with Norwex. Okay, so if you log into your phone, and let me try this portal again. So settings and then manage profile. Hopefully this will come up this time. I'm gonna have a bit of a trouble on it on my Android phone, so we'll see. It might be that we're all trying to do it at once. If you can get into the manage profile section, it will allow you to update that. If not, email us, support@photofy.com, and I can get that changed for you super quick. How do you get your password? Sonia, the first time you register, the very last page will actually give you a password. So that's the success page saying, you know, success, you've been registered. That will actually have a password there for you. It kind of creates one as you register. If you don't catch that, go ahead and you can try the forgot password link on the sign-in page. And then you'll be able to change that as well. So yeah, this is just being a pain today. All right, and Brooke, if you don't see the scheduler tab on your home screen, it's probably because you're on Android. It's not something you can change, but you can still access scheduler from the menu and also from the sharing page. We are working on getting our two development teams to make things more alike as we work on the app. So, you know, bear with us and we will hopefully get all of that working in sync. And yes, you can use it on an iPad, and it's just gonna be the same login information that you use on your phone. So you can log into multiple devices with the same info. Text preset. That is something, actually, let me show you how to do that. That's also here in the menu under settings. There's text presets. You can have different things that if you're going to use them often, like a phone number that's not in your tokens, or if you find that it's not coming up often enough for you, oops, you can add that as a text preset. Okay, I'm forgetting my phone number here. All right, so now when you're creating something, let me go ahead and go over here, photos and collages. We're just gonna go ahead and grab, we'll just grab this right here. And now with text, you'll see that your text presets, a little hard to see right here, but you'll see that your text presets are here. So you can utilize them as needed. So that is what text presets are. The order in which we should create a graphic. Well, I can kind of do that. I'm not quite sure what you mean. That you can do all kinds of stuff. So if you know what artwork you want to share, say there's a specific product you want to share, you can locate that product using the artwork button. Oops, let me switch over to my mouse so you guys can see where I'm tapping. So if you start with the artwork button, that's totally okay. You can go ahead and grab whatever you want to share. Let's see what box sets has. Let's go ahead and share this box set. And from here, it's going to take you over to your photos. This is where you create your background or decide what background you're going to use. So if you want to look at, maybe they've got a lot of product info here, so it's easy to use the product info and just add your text to it. But we're going to go and do a seasonal background. Let's see, where are we at? Easter. We'll use these flowers. Continue. So now you've got your box set that you chose, and you've got your background. If you want to make any changes to this, you can add a shadow. I'm telling you, I'm addicted to shadows. It just makes things pop out of the background. Sorry. Format, we're going to resize it. And once we've got that set, now we're just going to keep adding information. So you can add some more artwork. We'll use this logo here. And we'll put that kind of in the center. Jane Smith is the correct name. And now we're going to hit apply. And let's see if they have anything else we can use. How about... there's some cute stuff in here. Probably not that you would use. You can also do a thank you too. So let's actually do that. I like that background. All right, so we'll say thank you. I hope you truly enjoy your new set. Let me know if you need, I can't type, anything else. All right, so hit done, and we'll go to formats. Can we change it? Oh, we can't change that one on here. So we need a little bit different of a background, or we can do the trick with the, let's do that. We'll hit apply. I'm telling you, everything's all about playing. Let's add a sticker, and I think I'm gonna use a square this time because it seems like that would fit a lot better in this space. Yep. And we're gonna format, and we'll make this red. Well, let's use pink. All right, apply. Change this opacity. Apply. And again, we're going to move this backward. So there. And you can move this to kind of fit. So super cute. And then we'll hit done. I could probably do a little different of a background on that, or different choice on the colors, but just to give you an idea. Yeah, the text did not all fit. Gosh darn it. Good catch there, Sam. So we kind of go back. So something else, if you have not left this page yet, you can tap back and then double click in there. Actually, I don't think I can I? Let's edit. And we'll go ahead and I'm trying to use the backspace on my computer. So if you find stuff doesn't fit, you can then just kind of edit there and then use the text tool to add additional text. So from here, we'll just say, let me know if you need anything else. Apply, and I will make that small. Actually, let's move that over here. Format, and I'm going to choose the same pink. And so you can kind of get a little creative on that. But this is something that as soon as, you know, somebody orders, you can create a little thank you for them and text it over to them or email it to them, anything like that, and kind of show them a little preview of what's on the way. So kind of cool. And then you hit done, and that's where it'll take you to your sharing screen. All right, let me switch my mouse. Okay, so I hope that answers your question as far as which order, Kelly. You can kind of do a little bit of anything on here. If you can choose to start with your background first, or you can choose to start with your artwork first. It just depends on what's on your mind and kind of where you want to go from there. If you need a product that doesn't have an image on Photofy, who do we contact? So Norwex actually takes care of all of these images. You'll want to contact them. If you aren't able to get to someone there, go ahead and contact me at support@photofy.com, and then I can message them as well. So always try them first. They are, since they are the primary folks working on that. Rebecca, your template screen is blank. You might have, if you've got a spinning thing, give it a little bit and it should load. That little spinning circle there. It's been taking a while to load. I have a dev looking into this to see what's going on. Let's see. And how do you change the name? So Carrie, I've been trying to get into the profile. Let me keep trying. You can permanently change it when you can get into your profile. Unfortunately, I'm having trouble doing that right now. And so how would I share with the Squee timeline? I don't know how Squee works, if it is mobile or not. Your best bet, if it is something you can only do on a desktop, is to go ahead and just share your image to your desktop computer using the sharing options, whether that's maybe going to AirDrop if you've got iPhone and Mac computer, or if you've got a way you can email it to yourself, that kind of stuff. But if you can get it to your computer, I think Squeeze desktop. Let's see. So what is the clipboard and where is it? The clipboard is just your copied text. So it's just something on your device. Not quite sure where it is or where you can find it. But when you use the repost, here we go. Yay, the profile loaded this time. Okay, so this is what the profile looks like. When you use reposts, yeah, for Squeeze, share to your Google Drive and save to your computer. Perfect. Thanks, Heather. When you use reposts and there's something copied to it, it just automatically takes care of it. And all you have to do is then paste, tap on the image, paste. All right, so now that I can show you what the profile stuff looks like, yay. You can update your email right here under the update profile. So if you want to change that, you can get into that. You can update your email there. I can't remember who asked about that earlier. Let's see. And your tokens are all here. So if you need to change your email address, now remember, this is not for signing in. This is your visible contact info that appears on your templates and your invitations, different things that you create within Photofy. So you've got consultant email. I've also got the Australia, New Zealand region on my app. So that could also be why it's taking so long. You've got Facebook business page, your personal Facebook, whatever you want to share. Now, the only ones that you need to have something are ones that have this red star next to it. Other than that, you can feel free to add or delete as needed. Obviously, you're probably going to want your Norwex personal website so people can shop from you, know where to go, phone number, if you want them to contact you by phone, any of that. So if you update it, you'll notice that your line will turn. I'm tapping on my computer here. So if you make a change, that line will turn yellow. That's just letting you know that there has been a change made. You'll go ahead and tap on the save button. And once it has been saved, it will turn green. So give it a minute and it should save that to your profile. And you know that your change has been permanently changed. All right, let me see. Let me go back to Q&A over here. Will you explain what happens when you choose done? So when you choose done, that completes your image. It flattens all of your artwork and everything. So you can't make any changes to that image again once you've navigated away from the sharing page. But then it goes, you can share it to your Facebook, your Twitter, all that good stuff. Now, if you want to make your own maybe personal type templates that you want to share and change later, I'll show you how to do that in projects in just a second. Show where to share. So where to share, you can do Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. It's going to be on your sharing page. So however you want to do that, you can text and email as well. Carol, how can you save an image? So when you hit the done image or the done button, everything is actually saved to your device as long as you've got your permission set to do so. That is done in the settings as well. You want to give us read-write access, give Photofy read-write access to your galleries. And every time you create something, you'll see that they get saved to your phone. So you can go from your photo galleries and save later or share later, excuse me. But if you go into the menu and then settings, you want to look at your photo access, camera access, everything. You want to make sure that you're set to read and write in your settings. All right, let's see. Got that one already. Can I create things on my computer? Hi, Audrey. No, unfortunately, it is all done on your phone or tablet, mobile only. When one schedules posts for a Facebook party, for example, is the post scheduling completed within Photofy or in Facebook? So if you're going to share to a specific page or group, you're going to want to do those within Facebook. Photofy scheduler will only go to your timeline. It is a restriction put on us by Facebook, unfortunately. But the Facebook only allows us to get to your timeline as far as scheduling goes. And let's see. And you missed where I added a logo. That's all going to be in your artwork. So if you go, let's just grab a background image here. All of your logos are in the artwork button. So look for your Norwex artwork and you can add it there. Hi, Sean. So there is a recognition template. Let me see if I can get to that. Some folks are able to change the color and some are not. I have a ticket into our dev team to locate this. I had no clue that you were able to do this. Most of our templates are fixed. So this was kind of new to me. I actually learned this yesterday, that this feature has been added. So If you're on iOS right now, you can change the background on this one. Unfortunately, Android for some reason is not able to, but we do have a ticket into the dev team to take a look at that. So that is a cool little feature there. Hopefully we'll be able to get that fixed soon. Let's see, when I clicked on the consultant sticker, my name showed up. However, the words consultant were not in English. How do I change that? If you're talking about, let me get out of templates and go ahead and grab an image and get back over here. So Norwex has a bunch of consultant stickers in here that are in different languages. So some of them are English. This one looks like it's French. And then maybe some Spanish and stuff. So they've got different ones in here for different regions. You're just going to take a look at it and grab the one that's right for you. But if you are on the NA Norwex, you'll have access to all of them. And how do you go back and edit? Okay, so if you want to go back and change text, if you've created something that you want to change text on, if you've got a text box and you notice there's a typo, I'll just get out of there. All you have to do is double tap on it and it'll take you over to your editing screen. So you can change the text there, and then it'll go through all the formatting options as well. Let's see. Can you take a photo that someone else did but change some information on it? For example, I'm doing Christmas in July special, but I want the photo to be a different day. Can I cover up and or replace the day? So if someone else has already created something, unfortunately, you're not able to change it. If it makes sense, you can always use stickers to cover them up. A lot of folks will use, different pieces of artwork in here, whether it's, a heart or a oval or circle or something. And you can kind of find different things by searching. Oops, Christmas. So if it makes sense for you and it doesn't look too crazy, you can probably do something like that and cover it over with maybe the mitt, or I saw that cool Santa beard. Yeah, this one would be cute, although that will have some transparency to it. So, but then you can have fun with that too. You can also put a sticker underneath it that's a different color to make that solid. Let me see if I add a circle and maybe make it red. You can resize that, hit apply, and we'll move this forward. And now you can do, you can do something with that as well. So hopefully that helps you, Heather. So you can, if it makes sense for you, you can try covering it up depending on what their image look like. And Rebecca, yes, you can share your images, anything you've had completed from your phone to your computer using the sharing options like AirDrop, or sometimes you can do Bluetooth if you've got Android and Windows, different options there. And the Google Drive and Dropbox are usually an option as well. And changing the font color is just by tapping on the Format tab, and there are places, different colors you can choose in there for that. And when you use AirDrop to share to a computer, where do you find it? If you have a Mac, typically it's going to be in your downloads area. A special way to make it the size for a Facebook banner, Andrea, yes, good question. That's by using the ratio button. So if you're going to do a color background here, tap on edit layout and use the ratio button. You're going to want to do add custom dimensions, and you can type in Facebook cover, and then you're going to want to add in the dimensions from Facebook for that image. I don't know what they are offhand, but if you go to support here and you type in custom ratio, let me go ahead and show you that. Nope, that was supposed to be custom ratio. That article will come up and you'll be able to locate. I've put some suggested sizes in here for different things. but you're going to want to verify the proper sizes. But if you want to do a virtual meeting, so that's kind of Zoom, digital business card dimensions, and here's some suggested sizes for Facebook. All right, and let's see. How do you use projects? Good question. I did say I was going to touch on that. So let's go ahead and create something real quick. I'm just going to grab some different backgrounds here. Continue. And let's say we want to do, this is just something really quick here. We're going to add some artwork. We're going to put my name and logo in one and hit apply. And then we're going to just add some overlay product images. And then I know y'all are going to make this look way better than I am right now, so I'm not too worried about this. And then let's see, text. We'll go ahead and add let's party. And we'll pretend we're going to add a whole bunch of contact info as well. So apply. Now, I am, you know, say I got a phone call or something's going on. I want to come back and do this later. Mouse. You're going to go up to this little icon that looks like a piece of paper and tap on that. And then you can name this. So we'll name this, we'll say Foursquare. So we know what it is. And it's been saved. So now if I get away from Photofy for whatever reason, I can always come back, tap on the menu in the top left, and then tap on projects. And you can see it right there. So you can go through and, you know, edit ones. Here's one that I did a while back. Change the background colors. You can also kind of, these were new products. So we kind of had some fun with it. You can make changes however you need to. Change the product in it, change the logo size, change the logo itself. They're all saved on your device. So if you do get a new device or have to reload Photofy, if you uninstall it, then you will lose them, unfortunately. But, you know, make sure you save that and you should be good to go. And let's see. So as far as re-editing, that is the only option is if you use the projects thing. So how do I link my pictures to a specific Facebook group? You're going to want to open up the Facebook app and go to that group and then go ahead and share that the picture directly. Fortunately, I don't have a way to do it from Photofy itself. Yeah, Facebook does not allow us to get to groups typically. Let's see. Can you add additional photos and creations to your project? You can. So if you are on a project and we want to open this one up that we just did, and you know, if you want to add additional squares, go to edit layout and collage, and that's going to give you the different options. So if you want to add, these are all for 4, but if you want to hit more and add additional images, you can then go through and do that there. And then your Let's Party is going to need a, oh, let's hit apply. You're going to need to add a photo back there, and you can do that just like that. So now you've got 5 different images. You can move your product around, resize things as needed now, and then keep going from there. And then you can resave it as a project again too. So now we've got 5. Not really squares, but hey, we'll work with it. So you'll find that on your projects list as well. Right there, up at the top. All right, let's see. And how did I get the text to slant? I just used my fingers, 2 fingers, thumb and index finger, and slanted it. You can do that with expanding and reducing the size as well. And can you use two backgrounds, creating a fancier background for a picture? I'm not sure what you mean. Border. Okay, so somebody actually created, this is, sorry guys, we're going to go over time here. Somebody actually created their own custom template. It must have taken them a while. They did it on a tablet, so they had more working space, but it is something you can do if you find a texture that you like. I think they use their own, but let's see what we can find. Backgrounds. I like that glitter one. Let's use this glitter. All right. So what they did was they took a background, then they added stickers, and they added a bunch of them. Actually, let me back out and use the square. So they took the square, resized it to the way they wanted it to fit, colored it whatever they wanted to color it. We'll hit apply, we'll hit the opacity. And then duplicated this. So hit apply. You tap on the 3 and hit copy. So now there's another one. I think and the reason I know this had to have taken a while is because I cannot get things to fit properly when I want them to. So they probably took quite some time to do this, but it looked so cool. So they used the background basically as a border, and definitely use the lines there, the grid lines, to line things up. I'm trying to do this quickly because I know we're running out of time here. But anyhow, so they added like 6 squares and then locked them in place, because you can lock them in place as well so that they don't move. Tap on the 3 lines or 3 dots, excuse me, lock. And then those squares will not move around, and then added images on top of it of products. So it was really cool. And so they resized and just got everything to fit. Like, it was probably one of the coolest images I've seen. So that's an idea. Yes, it will take a lot of work. But once you have that done and you've got these boxes locked in place with your logo and all of your contact info, save it as, like, honestly, if it's something that you think you're going to get pulled away from, save it as often as you can. But you're basically making your own custom grid, custom profile. And then you can go back and delete the ones that are not useful anymore. So if we get out of this, you can go back to the projects and say you saved a few steps along the way, just delete the ones that you don't want anymore. So like, I'll remove that one and it'll be out of there. But then you'll have that custom one that you can go back and use again later. Like, I thought that was the coolest thing. So hopefully that answered that question. Can you modify a saved picture if you want to change it up a bit for another post? Again, the only way you can make any modifications is if you use the projects feature. Let's see. And everyone, yes, this is recorded. So my pictures are in French. Melissa, make sure your thing says NA Norwex if you're North America and you have the correct stuff. They do have various, a bunch of variety in there for everybody. So let's see. Search box is something we are working on. And how do you change the name under Norwex Consultant when the graphics that are complete are shared and approved? So once they're already completed, you cannot change that. This is something that you would need to save as a project or recreate. And can you just stay signed in? Typically, yes, you are signed in. If we changed your password, you must have contacted support for something. So if you had trouble logging in or anything like that. So let's see, all is done. Yep, everything is done using a mobile phone or tablet. You can use a tablet, iOS and Android tablets. Let's see. And when you click done, where is it being saved? And how do it should be in your photo gallery, just on your phone. And let's see. Creations will save in your personal photo albums, in your photo galleries. Let's see. There's a whole bunch of questions I've already answered. Special to make, okay, Facebook banner, Facebook group. So Andrew, you're going to want to use those custom ratios. If you're on the bottom, and this is something I probably haven't showed yet. So if you are looking at your app and you've accidentally switched to personal, or you want to use the personal side, go to the very bottom here. You'll see this. It should allow you to switch between personal and Norwex. So let's see. Zoom is dropping. I'm not sure why Zoom is dropping. I've answered several questions about creations being saved. Hopefully it is saving to your device. Again, check your permissions and make sure that you've given Photofy access to your galleries. And is there a basic getting started video? There are tutorials all over the place, Carrie. Let's see, Vimeo. I'm going to type this in your question here. So don't showcase / Norwex - Photofy Pro. So go ahead and go there. And I have trouble accessing my business Facebook page if I want to share, because I actually, it's a page I monitor under my personal page. So no, that's right. It should be good. When you go to share, no, it's not going to work on here because I don't do Facebook, but let me grab an image from my camera roll here just to make it a little quicker. When you get to the done and you're going to Facebook, the first time you click on Facebook, it should ask you what you want to do as far as signing in. And my account is going to be your personal timeline. If you click on that, it's going to ask about different, yeah, see, this is, let me see if I can get it to log into the demo page. Anyhow, that drop down will show you whatever you've logged in. Yeah, I don't do Facebook, so unfortunately it's probably not going to work for me. This drop down menu right here though, if you signed in and gave access to your pages, then all of the pages you've given access to will show up in this drop down and you can share to those. Again, it's only pages, unfortunately, not groups. If you did not give all of the permissions at the time you first signed in, there is a process to clear everything out, and let me know if you need that. It is on the support pages. I can send you a direct link to it. And Andrea, are we allowed to post Norwex creations to our personal timeline on Facebook? As far as I know, yes. But you may want to check with Norwex on that. And where did I find the cupcake? The cupcake was under photos and collages and backgrounds, I believe. Yep, there it is right there. The photos and collages and backgrounds. And no, you can, unfortunately, you cannot set it only to show English images. This is what Norwex has set up for everybody. And can you bold your text? That's a good question. It looks like you cannot bold the text. You can add shadows or you can add backgrounds around it. You can also outline them. So that might kind of do the trick there. And how do you add a personal photo without it becoming the background? So unfortunately, that is not an option here with the Norwex subscription. If you create an image and want to add your photo over it, you would need to switch over to personal. And then open up, this is kind of a way around things. You can open up that image that's in the background here, use it as a background. And then if you have the logo plus feature, it is an additional feature, but you can add your personal photo in here and then add it to the image here. So I unfortunately don't have that on here. It's $4.99 yearly. So might be a good investment if that's something you want to do often. But it'll allow you to add up to 12 photos, 12 images. It says transparent PNGs because it's mostly for logos, but you can use it to add a photo as well. So I hope that answers that. And let's see, let me get through a couple more. Various leaders within my team have mentioned consultants can utilize their images that they have created until we have our own. Minor editing will be required, however, to ensure one doesn't end up in Facebook jail. How would I do this? Allison, I'm not quite sure what you mean. Are you talking about background images or overlays? Do me a favor and email support@photofy.com and I will set up a time with you to kind of do this together. Let's see. If there are restrictions with Android or Apple version that most fans, I'd also like, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Leonie. Again, go ahead and email me. Do we have these okayed by Norwex? Anything to do with compliance, you're going to want to check with Norwex directly. Unfortunately, I cannot answer to those. So make sure you do that for compliance side. Sam, as far as working on it, if you get a phone call and it boots you out, email me, support@photofy.com. I need to know what kind of device you have, what version of the app you have and all that good stuff, and we can dig a little deeper into that. It shouldn't, but we'll definitely look into that more. If you registered on your laptop, Leonie, all you need to do is go to the App Store to download Photofy content creation and then sign in with the email address and password that you used at registration. Lynn, I'm not sure you loaded it on your phone, but it's not the same as what's on the tablet. What did I do wrong? It should be exactly the same, unless maybe you have an Android version and an iOS version. I'm not sure. Then your screen may look different because you might have different buttons. But if you could go ahead and create a ticket, support@photofy.com, send me the screenshots of your two items and we'll take a look. And then let's see. Every time you add, you need to click. Yes, because it's allowing you to complete. If you click the check mark at the top to save that, it's allowing you to complete that particular item and move on to the next one. So it's just adding that. And Kelly, is there a free version? This is free. Photofy is free. There are some in-app items that you can purchase if you want additional enhancements or features. If you're joining Norwex, then this is available as long as you are an Office Suite subscriber. So this is no additional cost to you. Let's see. And can you use your own photos to create an image? You can use them as backgrounds. Yes, you'll just choose the albums option and then camera roll. And then the ratios for Zoom, if you go to that support link on the app here and then type in custom ratios, you'll find the article that gives all of those. And are you allowed to use a personal portion? Absolutely. Again, there are certain features that will be available for purchase, different artwork and stuff on the personal side in app purchases. But you are free to use that site as well. All right, and then is there a way to type in a search? Unfortunately, no, that is a feature we're looking into adding. It will require Norwex to add tags to all of the images, but we are working on getting that in to make things easier. So, And can this be watched again? Absolutely. I'll make sure that a link gets sent out to everybody that joined today so that you can watch it later. So if you missed any of it, you can go back through and watch again. I know, because sometimes I have to go fast because I try to keep this under an hour and we're already at almost 15 minutes over. So I apologize for keeping you guys here for so long. I thank all of you that stuck around. Jeanette, no, there are no access codes. All you need to do is register at photofy.com/Norwex, and you can join that way. And then download the app to your mobile device, and you should be good to go. So if anyone has any last minute questions, go ahead and pop them in real quick, and then I can get to them. If not, please go to support.photofy.com. You'll notice that there is a Norwex section here. So I try to keep this up to date with different things that we add. I will also be updating with tutorials and all that, direct links to all that stuff. So hopefully that will help. And let's see, who designed and put this app out? We've got a great team that has designed this. Photofy's actually been around for several years, and we just keep kind of adding and adding and adding. So hopefully we'll get to a point where we have all the features everyone is looking for. But anyhow, this is a hopefully been good for everyone. If you guys, again, have questions, feel free to use that little link at the top to submit a request. And I promise we'll get to you as soon as humanly possible. So thank you so much for joining. Don't be afraid of Photofy. Feel free to explore and play with it. That's kind of how we all learn it. That's how I learned it when I first started using it. I didn't always know absolutely everything about it, and I still don't. I still learn things every now and again. So thanks again for joining, and feel free to ask all kinds of questions later. We'll send out an email with the replay info a little later on. As soon as this is done, it's going to take me a bit, but I will make sure it gets out to you guys. So have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next month. Same time, same place. Thanks so much. Bye.